Call me Dave. I'm on a roll. Me fourth one. Fuck me. Well, don't. But just an expression. An old expression. Two men walking down the street and they see a dog on the path licking us bollocks. And one man says to the other one, I wish I could do that. And the other one says, well, I'll give him some treats first if I was you. If I can bite your face off. You had to lick the dog's bollocks. We had some issues in the family recently. We just recently discovered that Grandad has been using Viagra every day. We were all rather shocked, but as Grandma has taken it the hardest, honestly. Grandma. It's a joke, you know. I'm a comedian. Kinda. I was at work and the doctor asked me to get him a thermometer. I looked in the cupboard and there was no oral thermometers, just rectal thermometers. And I said, there isn't any oral ones. And the nurse says, what's the difference between an oral one and a rectal one? And the doctor said, well, mainly the taste. Ugh. One goes under your arm and one goes up the council gritter, doesn't it? My friend recently bought a 7-seater car and he wanted a sports car. So I said, I bet you got it, didn't you? And I said, well, what's it feel like? And he said, well, it's a lot like anal sex. I said, what do you fucking mean by that? How can buying a car be like anal sex? He said, well, at first it hurts, and then you're surprised how much you can fit in it. What goes in hard and dry and comes out soft and wet? Chewing gum? You're fucking filthy, you are. Filthy mind. Innocent chewing gum. I went to the doctors. I said, I got a bad back. He said, it's just old age. Get used to it. I said, I want a second opinion. He said, you're ugly twat as well. I said, thank you very much. I was at school, reading time. 3 blind mice, 3 blind mice. See how they run, see how they run. I said, run where? Into a fucking wall, they're blind. And the teacher said, Dave, get out of my classroom and go to the headmaster's office. She said, don't run. I said, well, lucky I'm not fucking blind, innit? Running into the fucking walls. 3 blind fucking mice. Why does it take 30 million sperm to fertilise an egg? Because men won't ask for directions. This sexy girl at work messaged me. She said, go to my house right now. No one's home. I thought, woohoo, some fun. I got there and there was no one there. That's what she fucking said, wasn't it? Go to my house, there's no one there. I keep trying not to tell dad jokes, but when he hears them, he finds them quite funny. Double entendre. My ex-girlfriend was always distant with me and she hardly kissed me or cuddled me. And when I asked her, she confessed. She said, when I was a little girl, I was kidnapped by a fucking mime artist. She said, honestly, he did unspeakable things to me. I'm not one for making excuses, but I fucking tried many times. On my way home from work the other day, my partner kept saying, give it to me. Give it to me now. I'm wet now. Please give it to me. Give it to me now. I'm wet. I'm really wet. Come on. I'm fucking soaking wet. I said, no, as my fucking umbrella, you're going to have to fucking share it, you know? Honestly, your minds are in a gutter, people. Yeah, my neighbour is a right git. He came round last night, 2 o'clock in the fucking morning. Fucking hammering on the door. Lucky though, I was up. I just finished my fucking violin practice. Yeah, then I tried some jokes about unemployment the other night. They didn't fucking work. You know what I mean? Yeah. I had too many drinks with the missus last Saturday. She said, take me upstairs, strip me naked, tie me to the bed and do whatever you want. I was like, fucking blimey, she must be pissed. So I took her upstairs, ripped the fucking clothes off, threw them all over the floor, as you do. I fucking iron them later on it, as you do. And I got on the bed, handcuffed her, tied her legs to the bed. And just as I was putting my coat on, she said, where the fuck are you going now? I said, I'm meeting Steve down the pub. And I said, well, you did say do whatever you want once you tied me up, didn't you? See you later. I told some jokes about chemistry last week. I didn't get the fucking reaction I wanted. A bit like the last fucking joke, eh? And the one before that. 2 mobile phones were looking at old pictures of the family. And one says to the other one, See, our ancestors did have fucking tails, you know? There's a wire on the fucking phone. I was chatting to my friend the other day. He said he was upset. He and his missus fell out, you know? He said she was lovely when I first met her. She had nice long legs and big boobs. Now she's got fucking long boobs and big legs. You know what I mean? When I was at school, I was always in trouble. I fucking hated the maths teacher at school. I hated maths. And the teacher said, Dave, you have 54 watermelons. What do you have if you give 28 watermelons away? And I just said, Miss, I'm a fucking school kid, right? I'd have trouble carrying 2 fucking watermelons, let alone 54 of the things. I don't drive. My pocket money is not enough to buy 1 fucking melon and give them away. They're expensive. They're fucking £5 in Aldi. Do you know what I mean? I said, who do you think I am? Fucking Richard Branson? That wasn't the fucking answer she was expecting. She said, Dave, go and see the headmaster right now. I said, why? Will he teach me how to carry fucking 54 watermelons, miss? They say some funny things in the fucking school, don't they? I've never had 54 watermelons. Where would you fucking keep them? £5 a fucking piece. A fruit and veg stall owner doesn't have 54 watermelons. That's too many. I love melons, don't get me wrong, but that's too many. Everything in life is an interpretation governed by how you think versus how someone else thinks. So to one person, a dirty mind is a fun imagination to another. Simples. 4 weeks ago, my doctor called me. He said, from your last results, your fucking hearing is frigged. If we don't give you a hearing aid or give you some treatment, you'll be completely deaf soon. I ain't heard from anything since. I ain't heard nothing from anyone else either, come to think of it. Yeah. I really hate facial hair, but it's growing on me. The other day, I got an app on my phone, and that ages your face. That makes you look old. I hit go, I look the fucking same. The app has broke, obviously. My mate says when it comes to boxing, Muhammad Ali, you know, he was the greatest of all time. I said, well, we won't find out until time ends, will we? Well, he said, what do you mean? I said, all time. Time hasn't ended yet. There's going to be lots of other boxers, isn't there? You know what I mean? You wait till the end of time to celebrate, that'd be fucking too late, wouldn't it? You work that one out later. I went to an antique shop. I walked in, I was like, oh, yes. Started playing with the stuff. Atari 2600, Etch-a-Sketch. Riding a wooden rocking horse. I said, well, I played with all these toys as a kid. And I'm sure they still sell these, though, in the shop. And he said, sir, you're in an antique shop. You're a fucking antique as well. Thank you very much. The other day I said, Siri, tell me about my life expectancy. She changed the fucking subject. You know what I mean? I'm getting a bit older now, as you can tell. I joined a matchmaking agency. It's called fucking carbon dating, you know. That's how old I am. One of my mates, he got used to sitting around all day watching box sets and playing computer games and drinking beer. He's put on a bit of weight. He's happy though, let him live. Recently he's been complaining of pains in his hands, feet and limbs. The old doctor came round. He can't go there, take the front window out to get him on the forklift truck. And the doctor said, I'm happy to tell you, that's not arthritis. He said, what is it then, doc? He said, it's fucking early rigor mortis setting in. You need to get off the fucking sofa and move your twat, you know? Not supposed to sit there your whole life. Lovely doctor, of course. Yeah. And you know, as you get older, your memory isn't the same. You forget stuff. I stand here and forget most of this. I found a really good way to improve this, though. I stopped listening to everybody's fucking whinging, moaning and fucking bullshit. And now I don't have to remember half as much. Yeah. I got with a lovely girl a while back. Pretty little thing. She was bisexual. Sometimes she liked to fuck. Sometimes she didn't. Bisexual. You'll get it later. She used to eat lovely bread. Hovis, best of both. My friend said her bread is buttered both sides. It's like, silly language. If you had your bread buttered both sides, you'd have fucking sticky hands, wouldn't you? Not that sort of sticky. I was with my friends years back in a car in a forest, listening to some music and socialising. You know lads, don't you, when you were young? And they were all smoking a bit of weed. Next minute, it was a knock on the window. A policeman at the window. And my mate lowered it down, and he put the thing through the window to the driver, did this tube, and he said, "Will you blow on this, please, mate?" He sucked on it, blew smoke out, and he passed it round to everyone and gave it back to the copper. Closed the fucking window. That's like, he didn't pass you a fucking spliff, mate. That's the old bill. Like, whoa, what was that? So, yeah. We spent the night on a thin blue mattress staring at a metal door. I don't smoke, so I got out first. You know, the King Zog of Romania, he was only 12 inches tall. He was a terrible king, but he made a great ruler, like the one in your fucking pencil case. You know, life is made for living. Comedy's made for laughter. Going to enjoy this lifetime. Well, I fucking hope so. And happiness is all we're after. Enjoy every minute. Laugh as much as you can. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good evening. Take care.